One game that does actually stick out in my memory is Super Mario Land. After each boss fight, you go into this additional room, or this next room, where you approach Princess Daisy. Or so you think. She says, "Thank you, Mario." But what's actually happening here is you're being duped, and a transformation occurs to show who or what is really in her place. Now, on the surface, you're listening, and people are probably like, what's so scary about this? Yeah, like, in my mind, as a young kid playing this game, horror wasn't really defined to any great extent. But there was the whole good versus evil concept, which would have been all over like the cartoons and movies that I consumed at that time. And the idea of the use of transformation by an evil character was a very creepy concept that was seen throughout like those childhood stories for me. So while the visual in the game itself isn't scary as such, I would have kind of like used my imagination inspired by those other stories and kind of put two and two together to realize that this was a weird thing, and kind of made me feel, whoa, God, these bad guys are creepy like those other bad guys in the movies. I think the stronger emotional reaction, and kind of like the closest to fear, even though it really wouldn't have been like fear, was that a sense of achievement or victory was snatched away from me. In particular, in the first world, right? Because this is the first time that it happens to you. So I guess I was wary or kind of guarded for the rest of the game with regards every interaction I had where I was presented to be victorious. So overall, like while not like a horror experience, it kind of evoked an apprehension in me, as it made me kind of consider all of those, creepy bad guys, and it caused me to be guarded to a certain degree in my playthrough, like actual horror games do, but obviously they do it to a much greater extent.